So how was my 4th month on Etsy? Spoiler alert, it was better than my previous months. In today's video, I want to show you my numbers for my 4th month on Etsy. I'm already 8 months in my Etsy journey, but I wanted to delay my documentation of it to see if it actually works. Can I actually give you a bit of value, show you that there is some growth, and then walk you through the things I've also done. For me, it's very important that I'm growing. Obviously, success means different things to different people, but for me, it's very important that I'm growing. And because I haven't done Etsy before at all, I wanted to give it a try and see how each month performs. And then I wanted to share this with you because I think it's very cool to see what is possible on Etsy, and there are obviously different approaches. Some people start and they make a lot of money in the first months, which I don't know how realistic that is. I'm sure it's definitely possible, but the majority of us is probably not that way. And here on this channel, I really want to give you a realistic view of what is possible, how you can grow on Etsy, and at the same time, it's realistic, but it's also successful. So that's very important to me, that I show you with hard work, with perseverance, with patience, a lot is possible, even if we don't get rich overnight. I'm super excited to really share each month with you. And my 4th month shows growth, and I know it's just going up and up. So make sure to subscribe to this channel, because I can at least guarantee you until 8 months where I am right now that my Etsy shop is growing in numbers, that I'm making more and more money. And I have different strategies and different things I tried on the way, and I would love for you to join me on my Etsy journey, and I hope I can also join you on your Etsy journey. So if you have any questions, definitely leave them down in the comments below, and I hope I can help you as well, or make even a video about it. If you haven't started your Etsy shop, there is a link in my description down below with 40 free listings. So at least at the beginning, you don't have to pay any fees for putting up listings. And there's also another link which gives you 50 free digital product ideas. My shop, by the way, is about digital products, so I probably should have mentioned it. Everything I talk about is related to digital products on Etsy. Let's get started. What I like to do is I walk you through my months and talk a little bit about maybe what happened, or why there are spikes, or just a little bit details about the numbers. And at the end of the video, I will compare this month, my 4th month, with the rest of the months, with months 1, 2, and 3, just to see, the growth and really have the numbers next to each other, because it looks really good, and then you can see also the differences. So make sure to watch till the end of this video. I'm going to share my screen with you right now so we can dive into the numbers. So here we have August, which is my 4th month. I started in May, and you can see visits were 2,227, which looks pretty consistent. It was a bit more during the middle and at the end, and I got 96 orders. You can see pretty much an order every day apart from the 4th of August with 0 orders. But at least I got 1 order every day, and the average is probably maybe 4 orders. Sometimes here is 6, and at the very beginning I got 9 orders, which probably was maybe the most I had so far. My conversion rate is 4.3, which I really like. I always mention that everything above 4 is really good for me. In general, Etsy is fine with 1 to 3%. It's actually a good conversion rate. But I think it really depends. The more volume you have, the lower the conversion rate sometimes. So the more visits you have, the lower it could possibly be that the conversion rate is lower. It doesn't have to be. And I've seen others with higher conversion rates. So, it's relatively what you see as appropriate. And then we have the revenue here, which is in Swedish krona. 3,970 Swedish krona is actually $380. So that was my revenue in August in month 4, which, I would say it's not crazy, but it is an increase from last month and the previous months. So I was still okay with that. And here you can see, my highest day that's probably about $32. So I made a revenue of $32 on August 28, which was my highest so far, or in this month at least. So here is my month. Then let's have a look at my Etsy ads. Here you can see my Etsy ads performance in August. Here, down here, you can see it's August. 7,866 views, 155 clicks. I think that sounds pretty good actually. 11 orders, revenue $74, and I spent $40. So I think this month is probably the best. I made almost double of what I spent. So that's really good actually. Well, at least I think that's good for my 4th month. So Etsy ads are actually working for me. So I just keep them on. You can see I kept it $1. I had a few days too, and then I changed my mind again. And then at the end, I did $2 again. I made a video already about Etsy ads, so it is crazy. It feels very weird every now and then. So, hence my changes and my uncertainty what I should do. But overall, I can now look back at my month and it looks pretty good. So, that was Etsy ads. And here we have the overview. You can see my 1st month, 2nd, 3rd, and now my 4th month. Visits increased, I only put the increase from the previous months. So there was a bigger jump from the 1st to the 2nd month and also to the 3rd month, but there was not that much of an increase in visits to my 4th month, but I still sold a little bit more, but also only 7 actually, 7 more orders. But my conversion rate was a little bit higher. My ad spend was a little bit higher, as you can see, but we established that I actually made more money from it as well. My revenue was $380, which is definitely more, not double the amount, but still not too bad. I find, especially, I didn't get more visits. I only had a few more orders, but it looked like I made more money. And here you can also see my profit, because after ad spend and all the fees, you can see what I made here. And in the 1st month I was in the negative, then I made $30 profit, 109 in my 3rd month, and then in this month there was a profit of 244. So not too bad, it is money and I love money, and it's not zero, it's not negative. So everything above that I feel is really good. And again, I like to see a growth, which I definitely had. So I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, these were my numbers. What did you think about my numbers in my 4th month on Etsy? Let me know in the comments down below. I personally think these numbers are not shouting, oh my god, that's amazing. But you can see a growth, and I'm really happy about it, and I learn a ton every month I'm on Etsy. I think it is really important to persevere and not give up just because I haven't made thousands of dollars on Etsy yet. I think sometimes it's hard to believe that anything is good below, $1,000 a month on Etsy, especially after basically 4 months. I also watched quite a few YouTube videos. I really admire them, and I learned a lot from them as well. But at the same time, you can't help yourself but feel a little bit bad that you're not as successful yet, or especially if their 4th month was much better than my 4th month. You feel just like you failed. But because I'm aware of that feeling that this can happen, I really think this is not important. It is important that I stick to it, that I improve, that I learn, and that I'm patient. I'm saying these things because it might apply to you as well. Your feelings towards Etsy when you start, or maybe it's your concerns, you haven't started and maybe these are your concerns. I want you to have a safe place, here, especially on YouTube, because I'm sure you watch a lot of YouTube videos where we are talking about normal growth, we are talking about normal success, we are not talking about overnight success, we are talking a little bit about core values like perseverance and patience, which is sometimes not that present anymore, or at least the communication about these values are not very present, because everything seems so fast-paced and we need to earn and be rich tomorrow, because it seems like a lot of people are doing that. And if you're not one of them, Who are you? So don't let yourself influence by other people. Watch these videos, of course, learn from it, improve your Etsy shops, but also be patient and make improvements and grow slowly. And if you want to share anything with me, your struggles, your challenges, or even the good stuff, let me know in the comments down below. I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye!